clarify that. The city manager can fire any department head with the ratification of the council, actually. I need to discuss it with the whole council. That's what the code says. It's hire or fire.
Okay.
Well,
I would also point out the code indicates that among the powers and duties of the city manager are to appoint and remove any of the officers and employees of the city except the elected officers and their respected staffs, subject to ratification by city council in the case of department heads. So it does not distinguish the safety department heads at all.
Okay, then I was misinformed by the past city manager about that. I still would feel more comfortable if we could be more involved instead of less involved. If you don't want that, then that's fine. I guess we can go ahead with this as it stands.
Well,
but I think it would be conducive for the rest of the council to be participating in this. It is a very important position for the city.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Since I've been involved in many of these, either as an evaluator or as a participant, as long as we have people that are observing, that just observe and don't make comments, I think that takes away from the integrity of the process. If, say, you and I, if we get appointed to do this, were to intervene in the process, I think the whole point of this is that you observe and that your observations are related back to the council prior to the authorization of the position, even maybe in an open meeting once you've had an opportunity. Also, the folks that are participating in this kind of event come from other agencies. They may not accept a position that might be offered to them. So, you know, in order to maintain that confidentiality until we get an acceptance, until they pass a background, until they get through the process, the physical, the psych, and the background process, I think it would be difficult for a city manager to come forward and say, I recommend this person. We may go into a meeting room and see a very good candidate that doesn't fit the background that comes back with them.
Well, and I think also, too, that the process so far has been pretty transparent. I believe the city manager conducted a public session in which people from the community were invited to come in, very similar to other positions that we've hired, to give input to the city manager regarding the attributes that they would like to see in the next police chief. So, you know, from a standpoint of being open, I think we've done that. And then I think also whether my colleague, Mr. Chairmello, will agree or not, you know, there has to be some level of trust. You know, I'm not up here to bring about somebody that isn't qualified, nor do I think the vice mayor is of that nature either. You know, I think we all have what we believe is our goal is to hire the best and the brightest for our positions. So far, this process has done that, and so I think, again, obviously some level of trust has to be given amongst this council. Any other comments?
Just one final comment, Jack. I believe in trust but verify. I can't very well verify if I'm not part of it.
Well, okay, and you know, I'll accept what you have to